did a test on Travis Walton himself, and they discovered that the ketones
Oh yeah,
is that uh, the ketos or the ketones in Travis's.
the ketones. Yeah, you can test that through urine. I don't know how they tested it, but you can do it through urine.
And that the result of that was he hadn't eaten in 5 days.
Was it high ketones? I think it's high ketones.
Whatever it was, but it correlated with his story that he had not physically eaten anything in 5 days.
He was severely dehydrated as well.
Right. So from that place in the forest, about that area, it's 3 to 5 miles to Heber, Arizona. It's 3 to 5 miles to town. That would not take 5 days to walk to.
And but if it was a hoax, if they set it up, I could see that happening. You know, you're out in the woods, you're just trying to lay low. Of course, I don't know how. There's no way he would have been able to lay low in the woods.
No, because they had a massive search party.
And shit, I don't remember how much is from the movie and how much is from research, but it was like a huge search party. Like I'm pretty sure they had at least one or two helicopters. This man was not hiding in the woods.
There was no way he was hiding in those woods at all. They would have noticed him. This was November. I mean, it was Arizona, but it was probably still freaking cold at night. So, dude had to have a fire. Dude had to eat something somewhere. He's not just getting chicken nuggets out of the stream.
And I mean, I don't know.
If his test came back as as positive for some kind of food, positive for some kind of nutrition, okay, that would be more. That would definitely lead into skepticism, and we wouldn't even be talking about this today. But his test came back as not eating for a period of time, for multiple days.
If I'm doing it as a hoax or whatever, I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna be eating leaves. I'm gonna eat grass, whatever. I'm gonna have to put something in my belly for 5 days.
Yeah, something. He had nothing, right?
It was either nothing or it was very very little. I don't remember which, but I man I don't know. I don't really know how to call this.
Uh, my thing is I'm gonna say that something happened in those woods that night to cause those guys to freak out. I don't know where Travis went. Those guys maintain their story.
Yeah, I mean, their story was just a small snippet of the actual story, too. You know what I mean? Like, they saw the craft, boom, they saw him get zapped. The majority of the story is what happened to this guy.
Right. And as a timeline, it's not a whole lot. What he experienced wherever he experienced, according to the story, does not cover five
Right.
days. It only covers a few hours. If maybe he woke up in a panic because they didn't know how to keep him sedated for multiple days, and then they finally got him back to sedation, and then they kept him a few more days, and then finally put him on the highway and said, "Listen here, buddy, wake up, you're on the highway."
Listen to this. What if, I'm going to go back to time travel, what if because they did go out in space, time went quicker here on Earth? Maybe he wasn't gone 5 days his time. Maybe it was 5 days our time here on Earth. Oh, but how does that explain the beard?
I was working my way there. How does that explain the beard? How does that explain 5 days of, well, how does that explain multiple days of malnutrition?
So what the fuck? I mean, we know what happened. I mean, was he unconscious that long? And then we just know the end of his story? Maybe he was unconscious for days.
Well, his thoughts are that maybe he was just in the wake of them taking off.
Exactly.
And he was just this thing that happened, and they're like, "Oh man, we can't just leave this broken creature out here. We got to go fix him." So they take him up and they patch him back together because somehow I don't whatever their engines did to him. Somehow it damaged him quite a lot. Whatever it did, busted him up. But they patched him back up, and he was fine after 5 days. Whatever their amazing healing abilities are. Here, take this pill, grow a new liver, or whatever it was.
That's cool as shit, man.